Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Baltimore Orioles vs Detroit Tigers, Boston Red Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays, and New York Yankees vs Miami Marlins, which are happening on Saturday, July 31st, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. The Orioles were able to steal a victory in Game 2 against the Tigers, and they'll be well on their way to repeating on Saturday, with John Means slated to start at pitcher. Baltimore's left-handed ace has had a rough out in back-to-back games, but he's also settling back into things after an extended layoff from a shoulder injury. With this being his 3rd game back, I'm expecting him to get back into a rhythm on the mound against a Tigers offense that's been overachieving. There won't be another scoreboard blow-up for the middle-of-the-road offense that was mostly held in check on Friday. The Orioles were well on their way to a shutout before the Tigers finally responded in the 8th inning. Matt Manning is the rookie arm with only 33 innings of big league experience starting for Detroit in this game. He's clearly going to run into the sort of problems that are going to put pressure on his own offense to get their bats going against Means. The Orioles are having a season to forget and have struggled in every facet of the game this season. The pitching staff, in particular, has been a liability this season, but John Means is one of the promising players on the roster, allowing only 27 runs in 14 starts while tossing 73 strikeouts. Moreover, Means is allowing a .236 expected batting average, a 4.07 expected ERA, and a 4.4 walk rate, which is one of the best among starting pitchers this season. The Tigers were completely shut out for the first 7 innings of the game before attempting to mount a comeback in the 8th. But the damage had already been done by that point, and it was too late. The Orioles, of all teams, stole a win at Comerica Park, a place where the Tigers had strung together a 29-22 record in the season. My betting advice for that game is to pick Baltimore Orioles. This is going to be a solid matchup between the top 2 teams in the AL East. Both teams were active leading into the deadline, with Boston picking up Kyle Schwarber, while Tampa Bay acquired Nelson Cruz to bolster their lineup. Yarbrough has been solid enough, but he has sputtered at home this season, which gives one pause when it comes to leaning one way or the other here. Eovaldi hasn't been great against the Rays or at the Trop during his career, but the Red Sox have the ability to put up crooked numbers in the blink of an eye. Tampa Bay snapped a 3-game skid as they drubbed the Yankees in the finale of their 3-game set at home Thursday afternoon. The Rays entered Friday 2nd in the AL East, 1.5 games behind the Red Sox for the division lead. In the AL wild card picture, the team owns the top wild card spot by 3.5 games over Oakland and was 6 games ahead of Seattle to remain on the right side of the cut line. On Thursday, Yandy Diaz, 2 runs, RBI, and Austin Meadows, 3 runs, 5 RBI, each had 3 hits to lead the way. Austin Meadows, his 19th and 20th, homered twice, while Ji-Man Choi, his 7th, and Brett Phillips, his 6th, each homered as well. That was more than enough for Luis Patino, 2-2, to earn the win as he threw 6 shutout innings, allowing 3 hits with 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Nathan Eovaldi was sharp in his last start. He went 7 innings and gave up 7 hits, 0 walks, 2 earned runs, and struck out 8 in a no decision against the New York Yankees. On the season, he has a record of 9-5 with a 3.49 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, and a 114 21st KBB ratio in 18 games started. Opposing batters are hitting .221 off Eovaldi. He has gone 6 innings or more in 20 starts. In his only start against the Rays this season, Eovaldi went 7 innings and gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 earned run, and struck out 7 in a win. The Red Sox pitching staff has been decent this season. They are in the middle of the league in ERA and runs allowed. Boston is bottom 10 in the league in hits allowed, WHIP, and batting average against. Giving up the long ball has not been an issue. They are top 10 in the league in home runs allowed and striking out batters. If they can continue to keep the ball in the park, they can limit the damage as their pitchers allow a lot of players on base. My betting advice for that game is to pick Boston Red Sox. A quick reminder. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the high-stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. The new addition should help a Yankees offense that is averaging just 4.10 runs per game, although it is above average in a few stats, including OPS at 0.717. New York pitching is just inside the top 10, with a 3.85 ERA, while striking out a strong 9.71 opposing batters per 9 innings. Domingo German is expected to get the ball on Saturday, after nearly tossing a no-hitter last weekend against the Boston Red Sox, finishing with 1 run on 1 hit and 1 walk over 7+ innings, while racking up 10 strikeouts. The 28-year-old is having an up-and-down season overall, going 4-5 with a 4.45 ERA across 20 appearances. Aaron Judge is one of the few New York hitters turning in a stellar season with an 0.898 OPS, 21 homers and 48 RBI in 87 games. In addition to the 2 big bats in Gallo and Rizzo, the Yankees received some pitching help at the deadline with starter Andrew Heaney, plus relievers Clay Holmes and Joely Rodriguez. With both teams battling injuries, the Yankees clearly have the better bats left in the lineup, especially after the trade deadline. Rizzo wasted no time welcoming himself to the team and playing a big role on Friday, and that confidence will shine through into the rest of the weekend. Add that to what Gallo, Judge, and Stanton are all capable of, and this offense against a to-be-determined pitcher shouldn't have any issues. For the Marlins, the injuries are too extensive right now, and the best part of their game plan, their pitching, is up in the air due to injuries. While the Yankees' busy trade deadline was all about addressing the offense with Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo coming in, it was the pitching staff that keyed the victory on Friday against the Marlins. After a scoreless first 5 innings, Rizzo got the Yankees on the board with a solo shot before Roundoter added a 2-run single in the 8th, key insurance as Miami nearly put together a rally in the bottom of the frame. The Marlins have struggled this year as compared to last year's success and series win over the Cubs. The pitching has been quite impressive, but the offense has continued to let them down. With some moves having been made over the last few days as well, it's clear that the Marlins will have their eyes set on next season and get some experience for their younger core. From an injury standpoint, they'll be without multiple starters, including J.N. Berti, Derek Cooper, Jose Devers, Jesus Sanchez, and then Jazz Chisholm is questionable for Saturday, along with a host of pitchers. While the Yankees are injured as well, the Marlins have very little left to compete with. Jamison Talon turned in a strong effort to pick up the win with 5.2 scoreless innings, allowing 5 hits and 2 walks, while striking out 5. Aroldis Chapman locked down his 21st save with a perfect 9th. Rizzo went 2-3 with a walk and 2 runs scored, while Tyler Wade was also on base twice. My betting advice for that game is to pick Yankees on the money line. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.